What's up, guys? Still Venom here, back with another reaction, back with my buddy Novi, and we are getting into some more Escape the Fate.
Yes.
This time we're getting into Forget About Me. Just another strong song, like kind of more upbeat one.
Okay.
I could have showed you some more like slower songs, but I don't know, I really like this song too, and
For like rock bands and stuff like that, the slow songs are cool, but I really like the more upbeat.
Yeah.
Like rock bands.
I mean, that's, you know, it's rock and roll, so I want to show you the rock and roll. I don't want to show you the fucking ballads, you know. I want you to experience rock and roll, you know. So that's
not pop.
That's why sometimes, yeah, that's why, you know, I'll throw in, you know, a ballad song, maybe one or two, but I want to try to show you more of the rockin' songs for a lot of people's catalog. So that's where this comes in. This is off of that second album, like, or at least the second album with the new singer that I told you.
Okay.
And then you know, they still got that kind of more in your face sound on this album.
Right.
So I won't say much more about it. We can just get into it.
That would be awesome.
I'm done with everyone. I'm sick of everything. I'm living on the brink of death, caught in a web of lies and deceit. I've lost all sense of my reality. Everyone is just a critic, a saint. So choose me if you want, but you won't destroy me.
Like the drums in this one.
I'm a sucker for toms.
I really like, yeah. I'm a guitar man, but the drums is...
Forget about me.
I like it. I like it. Again, this is going in on my workout playlist.
One thing I wanted to say that I really like about them is, and just bands that also do this, is I'm not the biggest fan of screamo. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So like I don't like screaming in songs whatsoever. Yeah, I mean, not saying not at all, but like I want it to be more like tasteful. So like
Yeah.
in this song, I'm fine with it because it's like he's choosing certain moments to really express the scream, you know what I mean? Instead of it just being, he didn't just scream the entire song.
Right.
But there's a lot of rock music actually out there that is like that, where they literally, he just and then like, and it just,
for the longest time, that's what I thought about when I thought about metal.
I mean, there are bands like that, so it's fair that there's a reason that reputation is out there. There are bands that do sound like that. But I think there's a lot of bands that are like this as well, where they do some screaming, but they don't only scream, and the singer is actually a very good is a very good singer. Like, you know, like you've heard, you know, this guy he's got some pipes, he can sing, he doesn't have to scream, he can actually sing. I think a lot of times when you see bands where the singer is like just screaming, they can't sing. Like they can't also melodically sing, they can only scream. So when you can find someone that can do both, it's really good. Actually, the Swedish band that I was thinking about showing you today they're called Amorphous. I was thinking about showing you them, but they may not be Swedish, but they're European. But somewhere over there,
from across the pond.
Yeah, across the pond. But yeah, that singer in that band is very good at. He's like a phenomenal singer, but he can also do like the screamo stuff, and he.
Okay.
But that'll be another time. So what do you think about the band overall?
I actually like
for
it.
you?
No, it's a hit. So, probably I forgot the name of the third song you showed me, but it was definitely
heavy one.
Prepare Your Weapon. The one you Prepare Your Weapon. That's definitely probably my favorite song. Out of the whole 5 that you showed me, my least one is probably the one, the first one you showed me.
the more popular, like
song. Yeah, cause I don't know. Like when I think about rock, when I listen to rock, I don't want it to feel like I want it to feel like rock. Like I want it to put me in that element. Like these last 3 songs that you showed me definitely put me in that. Let's go get the job done.
Right. Well, and I think it's part of what you saw happen in the 2000s era is that rock and roll sort of went through this weird shift where, you know, there aren't a lot of rock and roll bands now that are, I mean, there are, but there are not as many rock bands now that are in the limelight as there used to be. Like nowadays, it's like they're popular in the rock scene, but it used to be back in the day, like, you know, Kiss or Metallica or something, like they were the shit. Like everybody knew who they were. Even if you didn't listen to rock music, you knew who they were. Led Zeppelin was and who the fuck, you know, these people were. Now it's like, because you would just hear them on the radio. They were radio hits, so like there's no way you don't hear them. Now it's like, I don't think most people even listen to normal radio anymore. But beyond that, I think I don't know. I feel like I don't hear about. It's weird because we're living in a time where you can find more rock bands than ever before because of the internet, but you don't just hear about them as often. I feel like that's where
other music is definitely above, like genres are being put above.
Well, and I think
rock and roll.
That you saw like some rock and roll bands kind of shift in some of their sounds, and so you saw more like Fall Out Boy type of bands get really popular because they stayed in, or like Paramore, you might have heard of them as well. They have a more I don't know, widely accepted sound. You know, they're not, because they're not quite as rockin'. So people that aren't as into straight up like stuff like this, that like they cater to that. And so I think they're hitting a wider audience, like with that first song, like that, which the one you didn't like,
Right.
or you didn't like as much or whatever, that is, that I think that was their like,
Well, yeah,
all right, this is gonna be our radio hit song, you know what I mean?
yeah, so
And
they
then
can get out there.
And then the rest of them were like, you know, all right, but this is what we like want to sound like.
Yeah. So, and the first song, I still like the first song. It's just I like these songs better.
Mm-hmm. Well, I
So the first song was cool,
right?
yeah, but like I feel like the first song was like more pop rockish. It's probably like you said, to get out there on the radio so they can be like, yo,
So
this is us.
for me,
but like
that first song,
us.
that first song was the Yams equivalent for me for this band.
Mm,
Like, that was the song that I chose because I knew that I feel like that people might want to see us react to that song.
right.
That's why I chose that song.
Okay.
The rest of these songs I chose because I like these songs. So-
Everybody else wants to
And
hear
I
the
like-
reaction to the
I
first
like
one.
I like the first one too, but that was my thinking when I chose that, because there was actually another slow song that I was contemplating choosing, but I didn't think it would be as popular. But I think that other slow song is a little more in line with their kind of darker, heavier sounds. Like, even though it's still a slow song, it's not as happy, upbeat. It's more dark and down here.
Right. But no, I see why you did it.
Yeah. If you guys like this reaction, be sure to comment, subscribe, hit the thumbs up, all that good stuff. And make sure you're subbed to both of us, because if you're only subbed to one of us, you're only going to get half the reactions, as we both upload the reactions.
Yeah.
And I got nothing else for you, so we'll see you next time.
Peace.